Good day, everyone. I am Rochelle Ann P. Alido, a second-year student of Negros Oriental State University, Shaton Campus, taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. Before I will start my speech, I would like to share this quote from Roger Bacon. He said, and I quote, "The conquest of learning is achieved through the knowledge of languages." Before we can elaborate its functions in acquiring knowledge, how do we define language? We would say it's part of our culture. Language is speech. Language is unique. Language is our medium of communication. These are just some that we could share immediately. However, language is defined as the system of communication used by a specific community or country as a whole. It is the primary mode for communication and grammatical patterns, spoken, written, and gestured in a structured and conventional manner. Language has an important role, and there are many language functions that signify and support how we learn through the use of language. It implies that language functions have the ability to convey meaning to the listeners in order for them to comprehend what the speaker tries to indicate. Thus, people use language to accomplish a goal, and each goal is referred to as language function. There are linguists who share their insights about the functions of language, among of which is Michael Halliday. According to Wikipedia, Michael Alexander Kirkwood Halliday was an English-born linguist who developed the internationally influential, systematic, functional linguist model of language. Halliday said in 1975, language development in children is a process in which children learn how to learn. He categorized the 7 functions of language. The first 4 functions are what he referred to as pragmatic, which is to fulfill his social, physical, and emotional needs, such as instrumental, regulatory, interactional, and personal. The remaining 3 functions are what he calls mathematic, which are used to help a person come to terms with his or her physical atmosphere, which include imaginative, heuristic, and representational. Among of the functions that Halliday introduced, I chose imaginative function. Imaginative function is mostly observed in a growing child. It is using both linguistic and non-linguistic elements. Imaginative function used language to explore. Children's minds are extremely creative. It is evident when they communicate to themselves, make up stories, or interact with a fictitious companion. Thus, the imaginative function of language is realized when children use language to construct and transform the environment and scenario in which they find themselves. Moreover, imaginative function has been used to explore the imagination or create imaginary systems or ideas of a child, as well as their abilities to tell stories and jokes to their families and friends. This function allows a child to develop imagined worlds that contribute to the understanding of abstract concepts by providing them practical aspects that they can see, hear, and touch. Michael Halliday enumerates the functions that we usually use when expressing, interacting, and understanding other people. We are using these functions in different settings, may it be in school or in our home, with ourselves, parents, or classmates. It is reliable that he identified the functions according to the child's necessities. In imaginative function, it can be observed in a classroom setting where teachers allow students participate in activities such as dramatization, role-playing, spoken word poetry, and storytelling. For example, the phrases, let's pretend and imagine I'm a superhero. We can always observe how children love to play pretend, make up stories, and act to their favorite cartoon characters or their idolized superhero. Through this, students will wonder and generate their ideas for this to conduct creativity, prospect exploration, and employ entertainment. Generally, language is used as a tool by children to manage others and express themselves, as well as to create interaction within the child's social context. Language can articulate not only our sentiments but also our emotions. Language not only represents things but also expresses how we feel about them. Language learning has been our field of practice, making language a substance of acquiring knowledge from our daily activities, personal interest, and environmental influences. That's all. Thank you for listening.